It seems you have all volunteered for a brutal beating. Lovely. I'm gonna generate some Frage.
Rage, there you go.
Nice. And then I am going to say back. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a surge for this. I just realized I can't really see my dice numbers, but that's okay. Maybe that's better.
So, how do you kill all of them?
Yes. Beautiful. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them all really bunched up around me. And then I am just going to pull back my hammer, slam it into the earth, and rocks and stones emerge from the earth and impale them. Against the might of stone, all will break.
We're playing Draw Steel, the game where heroes and goblin bandits never miss. Tonight we begin a brand new adventure with brand new heroes. A band of adventurers stereotypically meet in a tavern and are soon wrapped in a kidnapping plot shrouded in fell magic. Our heroes include Darzok, the dwarf fury who's always looking for the glory of battle. Ild, the flammable Polder, what he lacks in stature, he makes up for in fire. Kael, a human still wearing the scars of Ajax's experiments, now gifted with the talent. The last star fading with morning, or simply Star, a high elf whose tactical mind far exceeds that of primitive humanoids. Finally, Vorn the Broken, an orc warrior priest whose loss on the battlefield has given him righteous purpose. Together, simple goblins could pose no threat at all, right? Join them as they venture into the Delian Tomb.
To kick things off, you are a newly formed band of heroes who came to Broadhurst, a tiny village in the barony of Dalrath, in search of adventure. There are rumors of bandits on the road and monsters prowling the nearby Silverwood. There should be plenty of people in need of help. You've just arrived in the sleepy farming village, but so far, no one seems willing to offer you more than a mumbled hello. You're sitting in the common room of the Straw Bed Inn, the only one in town. Across from you, a 20-something scowling human is in gleaming plate mail, chats with another human wearing robes who looks to be in her late 50s. And I'd like each of you to introduce your hero. Tell us your name, ancestry, class, and a bit about what they look like, their personality, and why they chose to become a hero. And we will start with Darzok, the dwarf.
Yes, Darzok, the Dwarven Fury. He left his home, the home of his people, after they bent their knee to Ajax, a tyrant. I will not do such a thing. And he has decided to go forth to try to do better in the world. And he has rescued a few people. He's done some work as an adventurer, and he's found his calling, which is to smack bad guys really, really hard.
Yes, indeed. Incredible. And what does Darzok look like?
Darzok has kind of his skin, like many other dwarves, is like a stony texture, and his quote-unquote hairstyle, which is comprised of crystals and gemstones, glow ruby red. And he has like a bit of a crystal goatee and like a short mohawk that's just a line of rubies going down to the back of his neck.
All right, and how, what's he doing at the table here? What's he eating?
He's probably eating just a whole chicken. You know, he's a very whole chicken type of guy. He is never one to say no to a drink. So he's had a few pints of ale at this point. And genuinely, he's having a good time.
Nice. And we shall move then over to Ild, the short little guy over in the other corner of the table. Why don't you describe? Yeah, describe your character, John.
Yeah. I'm playing Ild, a Polder fire elementalist. He's youngish, energetic, and bare chested. As in, he has no clothes on his torso, not as that he has a chest of a bear. He usually skips wearing something on his torso because he likes to experiment with fire, which quite often backfires. So he has a lot of burns, both on his body and some in his face. And the clothes just burn away anyway, so why keep them on, basically? And he's mostly followed the call to be a hero because that's kind of what you do when you have these kinds of powers. So he's just he's self-taught, so he just figures, well, I know how to make shit burn, so let's go be a big damn hero.
A big damn hero. Nice. And what's he doing at the table right now?
I imagine he's very fond of meat, of course, because meat needs fire to be prepared. So he likes to order meat pretty raw as he can get it, which is quite difficult usually. But then he'll char it to like a crisp by using his fire powers.
Nice. So he's probably just charring some meat right now.
Yeah.
And then we go to the other side of the table, the other corner, to see Kael. And Nomad, why don't you describe Kael for me?
Certainly. A heavily scarred, stitched face of a human human talent, a formerly experiment of Ajax that got discarded in a refuse pile, thankfully found by some individuals passerby who patched him up. And ever since then, he's trying to protect those who are affected by Ajax or any other individuals cast aside like he is. Taking the name Kael after one of his saviors, his former name, number 4089. Hopefully he can forget. And that's him.
Nice. Yeah, and what's he doing at the table?
Probably going to be eating whatever meats and vegetables he can find, as it's a grateful rarity from his former life to see such types of food.
Oh, nice. Yeah, would you not get fed or something as an experiment?
I mean, moldy bread and the occasional dead rat, but nothing particularly interesting.
Gotcha.
You have rabies.
Not exactly part of a well-balanced breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, the food pyramid hadn't been invented yet.
The food pyramid. All right, and then we move on to the orc right next door. Vorn. Matt, you want to, introduce your character?
So Vorn the Broken is an orc conduit of Groll, the orc god of fire and forge and war, but also healing. A fire of creation, but also a fire of destruction. So when Vorn was younger, he was pretty stupid. He joined some warband, wanted to, conquer the world, but he failed. All of his allies got slaughtered, and in the last moment he called for Groll to save him. And Groll answered, saved his life. So Vorn became an acolyte of Groll. But because he lost badly, he has scarred face, burned whole body, and also he lost his hand, so he's missing a hand. And while he sits at the table, he's not eating, he just sits there and smiles politely. He's a quiet guy.
Does he have any?
That's all.
Does he have any food in front of him?
I think he got something from his friends, but he's not really eating, maybe a bite of bread he took, I think.
Then it looks at him and it says, "You you need a hand with that, or can you manage?"
Oh god, too soon, too soon. I'm fine, thank you.
Sure. Just let me know. Happy to help. I'm a big time hero now.
I will, friend.
I think Darzok looks over to Ild, and he's just staring in bewilderment at the charring of good meat, and he's just like, "Small master, I believe it is already dead. You do not need to kill it even more."
You can never be too sure.
Darzok just looks over, just like absolutely brokenhearted at like a beautifully fine cut piece of meat that just is charred black.
And as Ild is starting to like the food, the meat is starting to sort of billow a little bit of smoke. We move over to Star, our last hero.
Never quite got used to humans just calling him Star, but finally he accepted it after many years of serving in the military of good King Onan back in the day. He was always a quiet and fairly reclusive fellow, not the kind that you would, by looking at him, realize that he was a masterful tactician and had commanded entire legions before in the wars. He is sitting and kind of brooding while writing something indecipherable in Elvish script on a scroll while everyone else eats. He had eaten some fruit and vegetables. He's never gotten quite the taste of how humans cook meat, so he normally prefers to only eat fruit and vegetables, at least when among humankind.
So how is Star then reacting to Ild roasting a sort of having a flambe here right across from him?
Well, he being a high elf, he has a little bit of an arrogant background, but he has had to work with many soldiers who he has considered incredibly uncouth, and he just kind of quietly like turns his nose up at these moderately revolting habits and ignores them, as he has so often had to do.
Darzok just crunch on a chicken carcass that was probably alive like an hour ago. And he's like, "This is really good. Here, you must eat up. Gain your strength."
Star quietly says something in an elvish tongue and just ignores him.
I don't know. Do I know Elvish? That'd be so funny if I did.
That would be hilarious.
No, I don't. I know Vaslorian and Kaelian and Zaryak.
So alas, you don't understand what Star was saying.
I don't.
It's probably for the better.
So as Darzok leans in to kind of try and understand what Star was saying, the door to the inn slams open and a wide-eyed woman in her late 30s wearing a soot-stained apron with a large gash in her side rushes in. And she falls to her knees before the armored and robed humans. Please, my daughter's been taken on the road by goblins. I know the Gilded Hand can help." And the robed woman coldly looks down on her and coldly says, "We don't work for free." And then signals to the other one, and they both leave.
Yeah, Darzok will just like stand up at that because like he'll just be like, "You would deny a woman of her request? She is in great need."
Yeah, the other ones just ignore Darzok and leave. They're like, "You're not worth our time. You're our competition. Why would we, talk to you?" They give you that kind of look.
Tell us what happened. I'm talking to the woman.
She's still like holding the wound that she has, and she says, "Violet, my daughter and I, we were out looking for merchants bringing iron to Broadhurst. The delivery was late, but we thought they might have gotten lost. It happens."
Well, first of all, I would like to use my Healing Grace ability on her so that she is not wounded anymore, hopefully.
Oh yeah. She's very thankful. Yeah, the wound you see heals before your very eyes, and it doesn't even leave a scar.
Holy crap! How did you do that?
Well,
You just
the
made her heal?
Growl sometimes takes, but Growl often gives.
Wow. I didn't know. Grull is a god then, right?
He is, yes.
Huh. Didn't know they did favors. Interesting.
Well, he saved my life once. Now he saves lives I deem worthy.
Interesting. Where's this daughter of yours been taken?
We were passing by an old tomb in the Silverwood, some old place from long before my mother's time. We never go in. People say it's haunted. But as we passed by, a band of goblins came out of nowhere and they grabbed my girl. I fought tooth and nail, but I saw them drag her into the tomb. And I can't swing swords. I just make them. The goblins gave me this gash on my head and left me for dead. Yeah. When the coast was clear, I ran to find help. We've got to get my Violet back.
I kind of stand up and says, well, you could have named your daughter something actually eloquent, like Violet of the Field by a running stream. That would have an eloquent sound to it, wouldn't it? But instead,
Oh, the elf.
I presume you simply chose to call her Violet. Nonetheless, we can save her. And he starts strolling over towards the women and looks at the others and says, shall we go then?
Yes.
Aye, we
let's
will
go.
do this.
Let's get it.
The
However,
faster the better.
However, know that Darzok the warrior does not work for free. I would require something in return from you, miss.
Yes, of course. If you can save my Violet.
What I would require is the sight of you and your daughter safely reunited.
Okay. That seems. Of course. Yes, you can. That's sort of what I'm trying to. That's also your kind of goal, and yes, of course, Darzok the warrior. I hope that is my only dream. That is the only thing I want now as well. So
We will find her. Rest easy.
Let's toast some goblins.
So after about an hour of travel through the birch trees of the Silverwood, north of Broadhurst, Ashley leads you off the road and down a small, overgrown footpath. She stops you just ahead of where the path opens into a clearing. A mossy stone doorway opens to stairs leading down into the earth. Deep carved letters at the top of the doorway announce the name Delius. Ashley points to the door and whispers, "That's where they took her."
Well, it looks like we will be going into their territory. Be on guard, everyone.
Watch
I
out
mean-
and may Groll be with us.
I immediately make two small flames appear in my hands, ready to act. Oh, better move away from the tree.
You are expecting to find goblins, so someone can roll to search for goblins if they want.
Yeah, I will search. Can I use
Skills.
Reason for that? I'm skilled at searching.
Sure. It would be intuition, but it would the adventure says intuition. Why would you be using reason? You pitch me on that idea.
I would be using reason because as a tactician, I have studied for many years of the way to like methodically count off all the different things that I know to check the grass for tracks. I know to look in the trees. I know all the telltale signs. I'm very, very studied on all the places to look. when you are searching for a foe of any kind. And I know I've studied different creatures in the art of Warcraft. I'm looking for goblins specifically, and so I'm sort of cunningly searching the area.
Nice.
Can I-
Sure, but first, yeah, Ild, what were you going to say?
Yeah, can I assist in this? Using my reason and monsters skill, where I've looked a bit into goblins. They are pretty easy. Let's call them prey if you want to experiment on. Well, anyway, so I've been looking into goblins. is the main thing here. So I know a bit of goblins, like theory about goblins, so I can help out the tactician with like just like scientific facts about them to help Star find them.
Sure, yeah, roll. But know that if you get a tier 1, I think you'll
It's a
impose a
bane.
bane on
Yeah.
Star's roll. So just know that risk.
Come on. Okay, so
nice.
nothing
I'm happy with
happens.
Or is that
an edge? I think.
I think it's an edge, yeah, and a tier 3 is a double
Oh,
edge.
it is an
Yep.
edge for tier 2. Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I get an edge. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and reason, yeah, sure.
Come on.
Oh, you didn't even need it.
Whoa!
You didn't even
Oh my
need it.
goodness.
Oh, that's spicy.
Wait. Wait, what is
I
the
think-
what
I
is
think
with
this
the
is a
edge?
success.
26. Oh my god.
That is the highest roll we are likely to
yeah,
see
that's
in
the
this
highest
game.
roll that I've seen. Yeah.
In this
Yeah.
campaign. Wow, right out of the
I
gate.
mean, there's no benefit for double tens on this kind of roll, right?
No, there isn't. All right, Star. So you, on a tier 3, it says the heroes notice the goblins before the goblins notice them, and the goblins are surprised at the start of the encounter. So, this will. How do you describe finding 6 goblins behind the structure? What, like, how do you spot them?
So I scan. I have, like I said, my checklist of different places I check, and I think about where quarries are most likely to hide, and I'm initially suspicious of the hills around us since there's some elevated ground around, and I think that there might be some somebody up there hiding. But I have a scan of that area and I don't notice anybody. So next I turn my attention to the structure ahead of us, thinking that that would be quite an obvious place too. And at first I don't see anything, but then I look very closely and notice that the shadows are slightly unusual behind the structure. And I've studied the way that sunlight tends to shine on things and the kinds of shadows I would expect to see, and I notice that they're just a little misaligned with the structure, and I see the shadows moving ever so slightly. And from that, I turn to my allies and say, I think there's someone waiting for us behind the structure ahead. With a few more moments of observation, I smile wryly and say, indeed, I believe there are 6 of them.
Yes. So, we will start this encounter now. And you get a they are surprised by you.
Ooh.
Ambushed by foul invention.
So, you can start anywhere in this purple square. Are you all where you want to start the encounter?
I think I'll start over here.
I will start right here.
Could we negotiate with you, director,
Mm-hmm.
that we could spend our surprise to be able to move up closer to the structure to make them more easily within range of our ranged
Sure.
attacks?
Sure, you can. You can use this time, yes, to move to double move up there. Yes.
I mean, it's the same
Thing. It's
Yeah.
the same thing as playing out.
Yeah,
a
it's the same
combat
thing as
round.
just playing out. Yeah.
yes, except they could, in a surprise round, they could still move and do everything normally except for their triggered actions, and they would have
Okay.
attacks against them have an edge. So if you
So how
want
far
to
can we move?
forego the surprise and say, you're just
We get to do a round without them moving, basically.
Yes. If that's what you want, you can
Okay.
trade the surprise. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Okay,
I shall
good.
unsurprise them, but yeah, move up.
So we can move up. Okay.
Double move, yes, please. Who would like to go first?
I think I'll go first. So Darzok is going to step aside right here and say, I know you're cowering behind that tower, so why don't you come out and taste my steel? Yeah, I'm gonna just use my action to defend. When you take this defend action, all attacks against you suffer 2 banes until the start of your next turn. And yeah, I'm just ready. Let them come!
So the Goblin Warrior. Yeah. Is going to charge up to you, spear charge up to you. So they move and then they charge. Hiya.
Oh, pathetic.
Nice.
3
Yeah.
damage. They have a double bane. Oh no.
Pathetic. Oh, and I'm gonna gain a rage from that when they go to attack me.
How dare you?
Or I don't know why it says ferocity, but
Ferocity
I gain
is the
rage.
new is your new resource
Yeah.
name.
No, wait, rage is gone.
Yeah, it's ferocity now.
All right, so this one's gonna charge at you, and attack.
Yeah, perfect. You bring them all out. Come on. Oh,
and that's not
just
great.
another 3 damage. Okay.
That's not great. Okay, don't taunt. That's enough out of you.
Don't talk.
And then that will be this group's turn.
I would love to go and mark one of them.
Do it.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay, so the elf strolls in very casually and points at one of them and says, "This one will die." And I take out my bow and notch it twice and try to fire at each of them.
Oh, the old 2-shot. Nice. Signature ability. Not a great roll. but it's
Unfortunately,
all
my words were more cunning than my aim.
right. Still 4 damage to each of them. Not bad. They're now wounded.
And then I think I'll move a little further in, but otherwise that is the end of my turn.
This goblin scurries around the corner and then charges at you.
Crunchy goblin sounds like some kind of orc dish. Orcish dish.
Yeah, it does.
Goblin crunchies, you know?
Goblin crunches, yeah.
That's a cereal.
He rolls at you. And rolls at...
Is it green?
Ooh, these sounds are nice. Wow.
Yeah,
4
aren't they?
damage to you. Are you going to parry that, Tactician?
Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I am going to parry that. And that lets me shift as well.
Oh, that's cool. Pairing lets you just shift.
Yeah.
That's sick. Now, who's this little guy? No.
Haha.
The other
Fair
one.
enough.
The other one spear charges you.
Oh my gosh, that was scary for a second.
Ooh.
Gosh, I didn't think I was going to be so ganged up on in this position. Interesting.
That's what happens when you're in the front line. And that will be the end of the turn.
Do we think more goblins is gonna gang up on Darzok?
I
There's
hope
one more
so.
group after this, I think.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then I want to go after. Because I have a plan for these two right beside Darzok. But if there's going to be more, that would be more advantageous.
I can go to provide a double edge for the marked one.
So I guess
yeah.
Kael.
Kael or
Yeah.
Ild should go. Probably Kael.
Kael.
You've been chosen, Kael.
Sounds good.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
nice.
There we go.
I'm so
There it is.
clear of mind. I drank some
yeah.
kombucha. I drank some water. I meditated or something.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Maneuver, remote assistance on the marked target. And then I shall move next to where Star is, a kinetic grip. This goblin.
Ooh,
Oh, not great.
Still
that's a
push
roll.
3.
push him into the other one.
True.
Oh, nice. Okay, they slam into each other.
Yeah,
Bonk
these
into
goblins.
each
Oh, stop. Wait, you watch where you're going, mate.
Bonk on into each other, and then I shall move over to here and end my turn.
Oh, there aren't any more goblins to. Oh, wait, there are.
You know what? I shouldn't have said anything.
No, you shouldn't have.
They are coming.
I'm accusing the director of metagaming.
Ha ha ha! Another 4 damage as this goblin runs up on all fours and then slashes out with a dagger at you, Star.
How rude.
Yeah, I was trying to stay back a little bit, but I didn't do a good job of that.
Yeah.
And again. Actually, and again. Move here.
Ild
I've
is
been
just
flanked.
salivating.
Come on, Cameron. The goblins are too stupid to be flanking.
No, no, no. Ooh, 4 damage. Another 4 damage to you, please. Boom. As these 2 goblins just slash, or all 4 of these goblins are slashing out at you, trying to. The last one there says,
Ooh, juicy, juicy elf.
"I noticed the hero's turn. Remember that all of the enemies have gone, so now it is both Ild and Vorn can go back to back."
Okay.
I really hope you've got like a 3x3 cube ability ready.
That'll be quite
Sadly,
amazing.
I do not.
Oh no.
That would be nice. Well, I said I was. Yeah, I don't think they're within range, and I'm going to use
You
my.
can always move.
Yeah, but I get an edge because I have the high ground,
Just like Obi-Wan.
and my target will now burn, just as Anakin.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
You were my first cousin twice removed, and I kind of hated you at the family gatherings.
Come
on. Oh, you.
That's still
Nice.
9 damage. You're still probably gonna. No, you're not gonna kill him, but you can still push
Yeah,
him. You're gonna push him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna burn 1 essence. To make
To do-
these to make it push 7.
Oh dear
Oh my
Christ.
goodness.
There's
gonna
gonna
push
be
you
a
over
green
there.
jello on the wall of the Delian Tomb entrance.
Oh my God. What does this look
Ooh,
like,
bye-bye.
Ild? What does it look like, Ild, as you kill this poor little goblin?
So yeah, I basically take a wide stance with my feet, and I do like a just like when martial artists are like practicing just with punching into thin air. I do one of those, but all of a sudden there's like a out of nothing a small flame jets out, almost like the jet engine of a fighter plane, and it jets out on the right hand side of the goblin. It blasts it with fire and smashes it into the other one. And I go, ha! Burn, little goblin, burn!
Oh my God. Yeah, and it burns up, and this goblin warrior too is like,
Oh no, he was my friend. Oh no!
and he turns to Darzok and he wants to butcher you.
Darzok says, "Do your best."
Oh right, wait. I have practical magic. Yes. If I, these are 12 way. If I move 2 over here, then I do practical magic, where I do knockback on this dude.
Ooh. Tier 2, not bad.
And then I push them into there.
Ooh,
And then
nice.
And then I move back onto the high ground. There we go.
Yeah, what does that look
That's
like?
my turn.
Yeah, what does it look like as you push that one into the other one?
I basically take like a running start, and I do almost. It looks like I'm gonna push someone with my shoulder, like go through a door or something. But my momentum just abruptly stops, and I push the goblin 10 squares away, and it goes flying into its friend. And I go, "Ha ha! I don't need to be next to you even."
Nice.
In the meantime, at the beginning of my turn, Vorn has prayed and gained a lot of piety. I've got 7 piety because there was fire damage dealt, and I also got 5 from prayer. Yeah. So I was thinking about using a signature, but now with 7 piety I can actually bring out some heavy hitters. The Curse of Terror is something I'm interested in doing.
The goblins are not interested in. They're interested in you not doing that. Curse of Terror sounds horrifying. Don't do that.
These minions? Are these minions?
No, they're not. They're big boys and girls.
Big boys, okay. So let me scare the shit out of the one on the left of our elf friend there.
You also got a 3 on your domain thing, so you get a. Is this your domain effect that you're getting?
So my domain effect, let's go with Sun Domain. Sun Domain lets me target one enemy of my choice within 10 to take fire damage equal to 3 times intuition score, which is 2. So 6 damage to this guy. Bing.
Ooh, what does that look like? Is it just the sun burning into him?
Vorn is extending the hand he has to the skies, praying to Growl to give him strength, and in his hand there appears this flame, like in Ild's hand basically, and he throws the flame at the closest goblin on the right side of Star, and then he prays a little bit longer and tries to use his heroic ability Curse of Terror. And he's like, "May Growl scare you to death."
Oh no,
tier
that's
3
going to kill
anyways.
him.
Out of thin air, this great green orc head appears and basically like gobbles up the goblin. Growl comes and devours this little green miscreant, you know? And the green head is munching the goblin up. The blood splatters all over the place.
Very violent.
And, yeah, and then I'm gonna use my maneuver and healing grace on Star, so that Star can spend a recovery. I believe the language.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, as I said, Growl gives, sometimes takes. He took the goblin and gave you life back. Yeah, so that's what happens, and I believe this is the end of my turn.
Yeah, this is round 2, and at the beginning of round 2, the door to the tomb opens. And you see some goblins rush out of there. And they are ready to fight. And they can start anywhere within 3 of the cave entrance. There we go. And so I think I'll have the assassin go, actually. Ooh, this is delicious.
Or is it
malicious? It's delicious and malicious. And nutritious.
Delicious.
Yes. And so we're going to do tiny stabs, which costs me 5 malice. And it is each enemy in the encounter takes 1 damage for each goblin adjacent to them. And you all are enemies. Hiya?
I get some ferocity from that, I believe.
So this one will stab you, Darzok, this assassin. Ooh. Yeah. Stab you. Not for too much damage.
I will kind of say, as of flavor-wise, because I am a dwarf, and I believe one of my traits is spark off of your skin, which gives me some more stamina, that instead of hitting me, it just scrapes across my stony flesh. You're going to have to hit harder than that.
The underboss will go. The goblin underpants will go. He says,
Get reckless.
and when he says that, that's a maneuver, 5 burst, and until the start of the underboss's next turn, each target has an edge on strikes, and strikes that made against them have an edge. And that will be his maneuver. And then his action will be to strike out against the dwarf, I guess.
Leave the dwarf alone. He's cool.
No, he's cool. He's just trying to break into your tomb. Wow. 3 damage. It should be... why does it have a double bane?
Oh, does it still have defense? I don't know why it still has defense on me.
Yeah, it's defense until the end of the round or until your next turn.
Let me see. All attacks against you suffer 2 banes until the start of your next turn.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. But I thought I already... Oh no, I guess I haven't actually attacked. I've just been standing there.
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
And that will be that goblin group's turn. Your turn, heroes.
I would love to do some damage to these boys and help out Star.
That sounds great. Especially if you can help me flank them.
Yeah. So all around me, I will begin my turn, and I will gain 2 Frage. Frosted Age. You know?
Oh no.
And I am going to I will look, and one of the attacks has managed to pierce through my stone skin, and there's a little bit of dwarven blood, which I don't know, but I'm just gonna say this is canon now, everyone. But dwarves have like silver blood, you know? Why not?
Like mercury.
Or no, dwarves' blood that would be cool.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah.
I didn't quite catch that, but it sounds cool.
Oh, his blood looks like oil.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he's going to say, you've struck me! Very well. Blood for blood!
Blood for blood. Oh, it seems like a fair trade.
Blood for the blood god.
And I will go ahead and roll. Come on. Yes!
Nice. Tier 3, baby.
Massive.
Goodbye. Yeah, I'll slash into him, and then I'll be like, disappointing.
Mediocre.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
You just one-shot this poor goblin assassin.
No, that's what I'm saying this to the goblin. Like, I'm disappointed in you, goblin. You did not put up much of a fight.
Oh no.
I am going to move, getting some little maybe some attacks from these 2 boys.
2 damage.
Because I become winded, I gain more Regiosity.
Oh no.
Regiosity, oh come on.
Beautiful. And I am going to run up, and I'm going to just put my hand out in front of me as I just charge into this gobbo right here. Oh, I have some benefits from my rage now. So I gain an edge on might test and the knockback maneuver, so that's an edge. And then I can add my might to the distance I achieve on a knockback maneuver, since I have lots of rage.
That's cool. Of course,
Oh,
push 5 is incredible.
Beautiful. How are they looking?
Oh my god. They're both winded as you push one into the other. And this poor goblin, goblin number 5, I think was pushed previously and is like,
Everyone stop walking into me. What are you all doing?
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 6 movement. So I'm going to end my movement right here to flank with Star.
getting another
Yeah, why not?
attack of opportunity from Goblin Warrior 3.
Yes. And then I'll end my turn.
And, well, I'd be stupid not to take advantage of your juicy flanks.
Should I go next and heal Darzok or? No,
I look
no.
over to Vorn and I say, "Don't you even think about it! I'm reveling in this! It's been a while since I've had a good fight."
Let's see if this changes your mind. Unlikely because no. Wow, but I still had two edges.
I will parry. I will parry that.
Oh
No.
Thank you.
Nice.
Do I still get the bleeding?
So, no, because you have a might higher than 1. I'm assuming since you are the rage monster. Yeah. So Star, you parry, and what does that parry look like?
So I say no, and I quickly move my way between them and stick my sword between them as the blow comes down, so it turns it into only a glancing blow.
Nice, and you have the damage. Nice. And then this Goblin Warrior 5. I think he's all on his onesie now, because I think his friend is dead. Yeah, I think his friend's dead, so I think that's him. Still have 4 heroes left.
I'm kind of thinking I should go before they... Well, how much is that edge worth anyway? Director, if I moved down like here-ish, or like here, could I still argue that I have the higher ground, even though you haven't put that into the map?
I will say yes, sure. Vorn and Ild on that space would have high ground moving forward. Yeah.
Awesome. In that case, I've got something ready to go. Anyone else who has a craving to go?
If Darzok doesn't want to be healed, then no.
Now go for it.
All right.
I mean, Darzok doesn't want to be healed, but, I would like him to get healed. He just doesn't want any healing. He's too stubborn to admit it.
We're going to move. I'm adopting my wide stance again. And we're going to put everything we got into this. Oh.
Ooh.
You fucker.
Still some damage. I don't know how much.
Yeah, I thank God for that double edge. Let's see. We do this. And we push them like this.
And you kill them like how?
Once again, I adopt my wide stance. I do the punch from like my body mass and forwards, and once again, burst of flame appears out of nothing and blasts the rightmost goblin into the leftmost goblin, and I go, well, works just as well the second time. Silly goblins.
I'm glad he's on our side. And yet I would love to face an enemy as brilliant as him.
So we're gonna push this fella.
Oh no, don't do this to them.
Oh, hey.
Push 2 still.
Well, yeah. Well, you know. And then we're going to push them over there.
Oh, quit knocking into me!
This is Goblin 5 again.
I basically just do like a kick into the air, and suddenly the goblin over there gets shunted into his neighbor. These goblins are too easy. It's easy being a hero. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Goblin Warriors 3 and 4 are going to go. Getting a good position here. Goblin Warrior 3 is going to stab at Star. Ooh, nice 5 damage.
Use my parry out, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then the next one, Warrior 4, will go and will stab out at Darzok. And he says,
I don't think you're getting the picture. Maybe I have to bury the point.
and buries the point into you.
Ooh. All right. You can try.
For 2 malleus. Ooh, I think you will.
Whoa!
Wow, I think you just
Whoa!
might. For 7 damage. And you are not bleeding. But still. And he like shoves the spear right into your side.
Oh, is it where I was? It's like the little bit of blood that I got earlier, like the wound spot. He just like shoves it right in there, and the stone skin starts to like crack and crumble, and Darzok goes, ah!
Yeah, Darzok not looking too good. Your turn.
Okay, so is it healing time?
Darzok says, "No, I am fine. I by my hand alone, I will end this."
Oh no. Surrounded by goblins.
Sometimes we gotta ignore the screaming dwarf.
Yes.
Can I ask this goblin over here is marked by me and it also has a bunch of other effects on it, yet we haven't taken advantage of that to kill it. And it still has its turn to go. I'm not in a good position to get it, so if I take my turn, I'm probably going to put my mark on somebody else. But if somebody would like to go and try to eliminate this goblin, who's probably going to come into the battle in a moment, that might be good.
Yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna pray. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. And domain effect, so I can deal 6 to this guy already. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Then
And then
you ask and you get
I
what you
will
want.
mark a new creature, so I'm going to go ahead and mark this one.
Gotta tell you, in Growl we trust.
And how does Groll kill this one?
Well, once again, there's a fire in my hand, which Vorn wants to get rid of as fast as possible. So he throws it at the closest goblin, which face is getting burned.
Yeah, it just melts the goblin.
I got 9 piety, so I'm not gonna pull any punches. Once again, I'm gonna cast Curse of Terror, and once again, big green head with a lot of teeth shows up. And let's see how good the bite is.
Double 3's
Well,
nice.
Not the greatest of bites, but it's still an 11 damage.
It's still enough.
Not still enough.
Ooh. What does that one look like?
I believe it bites its head off.
Nice.
Nice and clean. Is the goblin's blood red or is it green?
I think it's green, yeah.
I will cast a Healing Grace on Darzok. And I'm gonna... How many recoveries do you want, Robin, to spend?
I need none of them. No, I probably would use 2.
Okay. Then I'm gonna pay 1 more piety. So I'm gonna spend piety.
Oh, thank you.
Please spend 2 recoveries.
Wee.
His wounds are healing. The cracking on the stone is being reversed.
Oh, I love the idea of like what's the Japanese art where they break pottery and they
Right.
put it back to? Yes, I would love the idea of like dwarves are so proud of their scars, and the way that they heal back is kind of like that, and so it's like it changes how they look.
That's dope, yeah.
That's my turn. Let the goblins go.
So Goblin Warrior number 8 is going to kill you.
You know, Cameron, he has a name.
Yes, it's not in the scope of this adventure what the Goblin Warrior 8's name is, but it's it definitely has one.
Oh, we have some ideas. It might be Bob, it might be Jim, or it might be Mike. I like
No,
Mike.
his name is Bill Bitterfang.
Yes, yes, Bill Bitterfang. And by God, you know you're gonna find out how he got his name because he doesn't like you, and he's gonna bite you, I guess, and bury the point, spending 2 malice to do so.
Oh my gosh, yo, hey, chill.
Yeah, I mean that's what he's gonna do. Okay. You had the double edge, but that's
Okay.
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
6 damage, and yeah, bites at you and grips onto you, and if you were any less mighty, you would be bleeding. And that's the goblin's turn. It's now either Kael or Star, but you can take your turns one after the next because there aren't any enemies left to go.
All right, I guess I'll go. So I'm going to
There we
move
go.
here to flank the goblin.
Sorry.
I'll just use my protective attack.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Ooh.
What does it look like as you kill this? You strike this goblin down.
So I just very lightly walk into position. He's been marked by me, he's now flanked by me, and my sword comes out, and in one slender, graceful movement goes right through him. And then he
Ooh.
drops to the ground rather dead. And then I look over and make a gesture at this goblin and say, "You're next," as I mark him and then move into position flanking him. And that is the end. Well, I still have a maneuver, I guess. Darzok, would you get offended if a goblin was shoved into you?
It would be an honor. Yes, smash your bodies upon the rock, upon the mountain.
My God.
That is the end of my turn.
You see that goblin standing there now, very, very woozy, and it's like,
Oh, I just don't like being shoved around.
now it's you, Kael.
All right. I want to see, what does this goblin Captain Boyo fear? And maneuver, remote assistance, the marked one. And we shall, in awe of our abilities, I shall awe
Aw.
this goblin. Aw. So sweet. Aw.
5
tragic.
psychic damage.
And is his intuition or their intuition less than 0?
It is 0.
Damn it. So they are not frightened.
Nope.
I shall hold position, and that will be me.
And I guess this sort of daisy chain here of flanking. I like this, but I think the underboss is going to go. And he's going to, the underboss is going to use Get Reckless again. And he's going to put a little malicious stank on it so that this again, until the start of the underboss's next turn, each target has an edge on strikes, and strikes made against them have an edge. And he's going to spend 2 malice so that the strikes don't have an edge against the goblins. And then he's going to use, he's going to spend more malice to use tiny stabs. So each enemy in the encounter takes 1 damage for each goblin adjacent to them.
Ooh, okay.
Nice little stabby stab for you, Darzok and Star. And then is going to go over to Kael.
Terrifying.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, you should be.
And deals 3 damage to you.
And he gets knocked back to 2 squares. from Repulsive Ward.
Wait, could you possibly knock him back here?
The tree triggered action to push them up to a number of squares equal to my reason score, so theoretically, yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'd like to push them there.
Yes.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding.
I told you you should be scared of me.
Yeah, he just like bumps like right next to me. He looks up and I'm just towering over him. It seems you have all volunteered for a brutal beating. Lovely. I'm gonna generate some Frage.
Rage, there you go.
Nice. And then I am going to say back. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a surge for this. Well, I just realized I can't really see my dice numbers, but that's okay. Maybe that's better.
Huge.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So how
Nice.
do you kill all of them?
Yes. Beautiful. I thought maybe that Darzok had some kind of like cutting, cleaving weapon, but I do think that he's got to have a classic like hammer. And so what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to get them all really bunched up around me. And then I am just going to pull back my hammer, slam it into the earth, and like rocks and stones emerge from the earth and impale them. Against the might of stone, all will break. Yay.
And we can end combat there. You all gain 1 victory.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, you have sort of gone into the tomb. You killed some goblins up top, and you're trying to rescue the blacksmith's daughter. So let me narrate. Inside the tomb, the stairs of the tomb descend into a chamber that glows orange thanks to a flickering brazier in the center of the floor. The light illuminates faded frescoes on the wall that show starving, wounded humans drinking from an ornate silver chalice and turning into powerful, healthy warriors who battle a horde of demons. Many bedrolls lie scattered on the floor of this chamber, where 24 goblins huddle, ready with their weapons drawn. And with that, we shall draw steel.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's fine.
So I get to go first. But you can move yourselves to start anywhere in that purple square.
I think I'm happy here.
I don't really want to be in front.
Yeah, maybe Ild be behind Vorn or something. Yeah.
Just someone,
Or
please.
Okay. So they're going to shoot bows at you all. So there's 4 of them. So there's going to be 4 of you are going to take some arrows.
Hopefully not to our knees.
These
Then we
sounds,
have to
Denny.
start. Then we can't play this system anymore because we can't be heroes.
Ooh, and that's going to be a tier 3 for you.
Wow.
And Star,
Oh
you
my
can
gosh.
absolutely parry that if you so choose.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough decision, right? I'm not even sure for sure I want to parry it, but maybe I do. Yeah, okay. I will go ahead and parry it. Gosh, Mike.
And where are you going? Oh.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, my
as,
character.
as part of the parry, you get to move, right?
Yeah, I do get to move.
Okay, cool. So that was them. Then this guy's gonna go. Okay, so he's gonna charge at Star.
Eh.
And he rolls a tier 2, 4 damage to you.
Ouch.
What are you doing in here? Die, elf.
He doesn't actually kill you.
I am sure in previous lives you were a goblin.
I think so, maybe. Maybe I'm a goblin in this life. He's gonna knock back you. Okay, so that is going to be a tier 2 on the knockback. And then it will, yeah, it's done its move, it's done its all that stuff. So these guys will go, will be done. Your turn, heroes.
I can go and put a mark on this fellow who just attacked me, and then we can try to beat him up, or we can try to get this captain back here, who hasn't moved yet.
Ooh.
Either one of those sound pretty good to me.
I'm down with that. Darzok is just basically waiting for the goblins to throw themselves upon his axe.
Star is gonna raise his sword and say, "Come after me," and I am going to place a mark on this guy. And I am going to charge all in. And I am going to use my is this guy the captain too, is he?
Yes.
In that case I would prefer to mark him if that's okay. But I will still move here so that we can easily get flanking. Even if it does put myself in a flanking position.
Yes.
And then I will go ahead and use a protective attack on him.
Why are you protecting him? He's a goblin.
Yeah, it's kind of. Whose side are you on?
I can't
Danny?
believe you're doing this.
Protective
Ooh,
attack,
1 and a
the
2?
man is
I will get a really, really, really bad roll.
Yeah.
My ally cannot possibly help me with.
Still don't have like 7
Still
damage. Oh my
7
god.
damage.
And then I think that I'm going to activate my free triggered action for 1 focus, which lets me spend a recovery.
Oh, nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay, so who wants to go next? I think I have a plan, and I think that plan is to burn Star alive.
Oh gosh, I don't like that plan.
Oh, that's
Well-
a great plan.
Well, it's the plan I'm sticking with. So all the spine cleavers are gonna go.
Yeah, gosh, I guess I stepped maybe too close to the fire pit, huh?
Maybe a bit. I don't know. Do you like being in the fire pit?
No, not in the fire pit.
Then maybe it was a little too close. Maybe it was a little too close. 5 damage and then push 3. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Uh-oh. So Star's going right in the fire. Oops.
Do I take damage for going in the fire?
Yes, in just a moment I shall tell you. Vorn's going to take some damage. Ild is going to take some damage so Vorn takes damage as he's pushed into Ild. Ild takes damage because Vorn is pushed into because Ild is pushed into Vorn. And then Ild is going to take more damage because he's pushed into Darzok, and Darzok is going to take the same damage.
It's quite all right. I have you.
Star, you take 2 points of fire damage, please.
Ouch.
This goblin warrior is going to spend his maneuver that he has. Knockback will be... All right, yeah.
You don't have to knock by Cameron. That's fine.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I must.
Yeah, we
I
can
must.
just not knock back. That's fine.
I must knock back. That is going to be a tier 1 on Darzok for a knockback, so you...
Nothing happens as I am... I've made him sturder stuff. You'll have to do better than that. I don't know why I turned into a pirate. Hang on. wait, let me try again. I'm made of...
Dwarf.
Oh, fuck. Never mind, I don't say any catchphrase.
I do be made of sterner stuff.
No, he's not a pirate.
Your turn, heroes.
Well, I am going to have a lot of piety, so I was thinking about using my heroic for the 5 piety and try to nuke a lot of the minions, if that's a good idea. But if Ild can like do the same and do the flame strike or whatever it's called, the AoE cube fire damage, then I believe Ild would be the best guy to actually nuke all the guys.
Yeah, the problem is I'm going to be 1 essence short to do the good one.
Also, should I go and try to like maybe kill 2 or 3?
I could do vicious fire, which lets me push them, but it's only, just 1 target or 1 creature. So yeah, I can't do the good one.
How do you gain more? What needs to happen?
It's already happened. A creature, someone takes the typed damage that isn't holy. But that's already
You'll have
happened.
4. Okay, got you.
Okay, Darzok or the talent want to go? What was his name? Kael?
Kael is thinking about doing flashback when someone else uses a heroic maneuver, so not yet.
Okay, Darzok, do you want to go?
Sure.
Do you have something special for the goblins?
I'm gonna give him my axe.
Oh,
That's something. That's something
cute.
special.
That's
A
cute.
turncoat. Nice.
Ooh, I'm feeling
Nice.
some ferocity, or rather,
Federate.
Ferocity.
I love that I didn't even have to. All right. Now,
Ferocity.
just stop it.
I'm gonna stop.
I'm just gonna take out this captain with blood for blood. You can deal 1d6 damage to yourself to deal 1d6 bonus damage to the target. That's fun. Gonna go ahead and do that.
No pain, no gain.
Exactly. Okay.
Nice, tier 2.
No, so close to death. No.
What is going on? Oh, I became winded. Oh, so I get more.
Yeah.
More!
Oh my god, all the d6s.
I love how the Fury gets excited when they get winded. Everybody else.
Now the battle has begun! You know what? I am going to move right here for my movement. And then my maneuver, I am going to
No.
grab, try grabbing this captain.
Are you sure you don't want to bash his head against the wall?
You know what? That does sound fun. Yeah.
He's
okay, bash his
barely
head against the
hanging,
wall.
barely clinging to life.
Knock
Yeah.
back. And I have Rage 5 still. I get to add my might to the distance on this knockback.
Ooh.
Paste him.
So that's a 1 and a
Okay,
2,
not
but that's
amazing.
enough. That's enough.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I do a like an Omni-Man move where I just grab his skull and I just smash it into the wall.
Incredible brain bits fly all over the place, all over like your arm. It's now covered in goblin blood, and so is this sleeping bag.
There's a
Should
green
I
jumper on the wall.
move over yonder, or should I move kind of over here to start aggroing these big boys?
He's not a pirate, but then you say yonder.
Yonder is a perfectly normal thing to say.
Yes, if you're a pirate.
All right,
Or live
you
in
know
the
what?
1800s.
Screw you guys. Darzok's gonna go have his own party.
So these goblin snipers in the back here are going to see. They're going to pick up what the other goblin is putting down. They're smelling what he's stepping in, and they're going to try and kill Star and Darzok.
Wait, don't I have some cover from this pillar? I'm kind of pressed up against it now.
Oh yeah. Sure. You have cover from like these two,
Nice. Okay, cool.
but not these two.
The pink things now.
I didn't notice those guys there. Okay,
I like
yeah,
the
that
ping,
makes
the
sense.
ping sound that is comical. So yeah, these snipers are gonna go.
Oh my gosh, Star. Oh, are you drawing like a pentagram? Oh my god.
They draw a pentagram on the ground and summon a demon.
Ow.
Ouchie is right. Ow,
Yeah,
ow.
gosh.
Oh wow. Well. And then this goblin's gonna go.
Darzok looks over and says, "I dare you."
It seems you're not really getting the point. Let me bury the point.
No. Oh my god. You sound like a freaking like Sunday cartoon villain.
Thank you.
Now come
It
on,
seems that
do
you
it.
didn't get the point.
Oh, shit, he's dying.
And he kills you. And
No, he doesn't.
yeah.
No, I become dying and I get some rage.
Oh, okay.
That's right. It was
Cool.
all a ruse
a
to just
clever
build
ruse.
rage.
Yes, you are now.
But I am
unstoppable.
mortally wounded though.
But I am mortally wounded, of course.
Come on. Yeah.
Nice. How
Oh,
much frosty do you
beautiful.
have now?
I have 8 ferocity.
Ooh, baby, I'm in trouble.
And I already used 5.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're in big trouble.
He's gonna knock back you. He's gonna knock you back right into that spine cleaver. Hopefully. No. So that's going to be tier 2.
I have stability too. Yes.
You are not pushed anywhere.
I like grab with my stone hand. I dig it into the side of the column next to me, and it prevents me from getting slid into the spine cleaver.
So how about I go and heal?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay, let me go. I want to pray. Oh fuck yeah!
Ooh.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
God hears
I believe
your prayer.
my domain effect is I can make someone spend a recovery. Choose yourself on one ally within 10. The target can spend a recovery and end any effects on them that are ended by a saving throw or at the end of their turn. They can stand up if they are prone. Yeah, so Darzok.
Yes.
Darzok,
Thank you.
spend recovery, stand up, remove some conditions.
What's your god's name again?
It's Growl.
Yeah, Darzok says, "Ah, by Growl I feel strong. Not a bad god."
I told you, friend, Growl gives, but sometimes he takes. For example, I'm gonna take the goblins' lives. So, I've got 8 piety, so let me use my 5 piety Curse of Terror on the group of goblins. Okay, 11 holy damage and frightened. Intuition less than 1.
Oh, that's certainly going to happen. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so 2 of them are dead. Basically, this, for a second, a vision of Groll, this huge green guy with a huge axe, 2-handed axe, swinging in the air, basically scared 2 of the goblins to death, because Groll swinged right in front of their faces, and even though it was not a real axe, they still died of heart attack.
Oh no, yeah, they clutch their chests. Oh no.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove the piety myself from 5 to 2, and Ild spend 1 recovery, Darzok spend 1 recovery, and Star spend 1 recovery. And that's the end of my turn.
My last ones to go.
I do not like the way they're ganging up on me.
Whoa, where's everyone's just leaving me? The party's right
yeah.
next to me. What's going on?
Well, not all of them are leaving you.
Oh my goodness, Ild.
Oh yes.
Oh no! Is that a crit?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh no, Ild, you're gonna get pushed into Vorn.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be a bit surprised if I survive this.
Oh my gosh.
Vorn could have catch you, but he's missing a hand.
Oh, and then the other guy gets to go. Okay, cool. That was oh, and no. They got a crit, so I get another
They
action.
get another action.
wasn't
I think
cool.
Ild's dead, dead.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's not looking too good.
Well, I gotta do this. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
I gotta do it.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta commit to it. Our little pyromancer, though. Oh no.
We'll get Vorn in on this as well. Okay.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Oh boy.
Is that
Oh,
That's it!
That's it.
Oh my gosh! No! No!
oh no.
Now we have
Ild.
to record another fight.
Straight to Gorn.
Oh, fantastic.
Gosh.
Take some more damage. Take some more damage.
Do I
Well, I'm
see
fine
him?
too.
Do I see him going down?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, these goblins rush in. They just swarm on Ild and Vorn and Darzok, and they just start cutting you to pieces. And they cut down Ild.
As I go down, I try to grab onto Vorn, and I look up. I'm very I'm not very tall, and Vorn is very tall, and I try to look up at his face, and I say, "What was I? Were I a big damn hero?" And then I just collapse.
No.
I should also say that you have hero tokens that you can spend to spend a recovery whenever you take damage.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
we
what?
should maybe do that.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes, I'm gonna
You can
spend.
spend two hero tokens on your turn, or whenever you take damage, to regain stamina equal to your recovery value without spending a recovery.
So should okay. So I had -2 stamina. Then I took another 8. Okay, so I should be at minus. Well, that. But then I got pushed too. Okay, so I need to spend 2 recoveries. I don't know if that's.
Can you
within
spend
the
multiple
purview of the
hero
rule.
tokens? Oh, no action required. You spend 2 hero tokens.
Push
on your
would do
turn.
more damage. You could do it again because you take damage again. So-
That
Yeah,
is
sure.
true. When you get pushed, you can hold on a little bit longer.
You could have spent 4 of them.
Do it.
Out of the
Do it.
5 that you have.
Okay, so I'm barely surviving.
Wonderful. That was the best crit ever.
You say that.
And now this Goblin Warrior 9 is going to go. He's going to move over here. No, you know what he's going to do?
No, he's gonna move. He's gonna move there. No, he's gonna.
He tells his other spine cleaver,
Get out of the way. Let me at him.
and then he's going to get the flanky. He's going to get that flanky flank. So, he's just gonna spear charge you. That's all.
Oh, piss off.
Oh my! What the hell is this?
Bruv. You're joking. You're joking.
Beautiful,
game is
beautiful
rigged.
result. I want. It's just
They have
wonderful.
+4? Why do they have +4?
Flanking, and they have a +2.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It is your turn, pathetic heroes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we need heals, right? Like, Vorn. Oh, you're
Yes.
dying.
I can use I can go and then use my action to heal Ild so that you can take your turn without having to be bleeding.
Yeah, that's
That
not
would
the
be
ball.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say it's interesting that I'm way out of position in the fire, and yet I have the most stamina of anyone.
Yeah, they threw in that fire and then they just forgot about you.
Yeah, follow Star's
It is-
example. Get in the fire.
Okay, heal is in actions. Ild.
Thank you, friend. Whew.
I'm thinking to take flashback, and then Darzok can at least use blood for blood. Don't do the extra damage against yourself, but then you can at least do something because Vorn is bleeding and dying, so I can't do it on Vorn.
Yep.
And then at least we're doing something because the goblins are gonna go again on the beginning of the
Can
turn.
I use any of my heroic actions?
It has to be the one you used. That costs 7 or fewer heroic resources.
7 or okay, got it.
And then... Oh goodness. Just train to damage.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, 16. All right. So the captain that I damaged previously is going to take 8 damage. And are they dead?
Not quite.
Shoot.
Not quite.
And then if they have a might, what's their might score?
-2.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, they're also weakened.
Save ends. End of turn.
Let's see here. bleeding and weakened save ends.
Oh, that's infinitely worse.
Yep.
I don't like that. What does that look like as this two-hander as a Kael flashes back, Darzok?
Well, flashback rewinds time, so Darzok rewinds a bit and then goes forward in time and just does the attack again.
Yeah, Darzok looks a little confused, but then he looks over and he just kind of sees Kael doing some weird talent psychic shit.
Is that your turn, Kael?
I'm thinking if I should move closer, and this is a question for because I don't want to kill someone else's character. I move closer to be next to Ild means more targets so that it's not all on Ild, but then also they can hit me and I'm also low health. So what should I do, group?
I think you should just stay there and just hope that Star returns at some point and helps us out.
Okay. That saving throw.
Nice.
Nice.
Not slowed.
Wow. All right.
Now for the fireworks.
Okay, here we go.
You
and
might
we're
have...
gonna
never mind.
shoot at this guy, and we're gonna have to burn the essence and everything. Could I argue that as I'm up the stairs, do I have the high ground?
That was what I was just thinking. So,
how steep are those stairs?
Here's the thing. You could have the high ground if you moved onto this landing just above you. However, you're going to take a free strike from...
Not worth it. No.
3 goblins.
No, that's not worth it.
That's
no,
3 points of damage.
Way.
Okay, let's see how I roll here.
Okay.
Won't change.
Okay, no blessing for you.
No blessing for you.
You don't have a piety to make it a double edge?
But he doesn't want to take the 1d6 bleeding damage. That's the problem.
Oh, right. Now,
Because I might die. Well, not die.
Oh, okay, that's something. And then I'm going to push them over here.
Nice to push them into the other goblin. I like it. The captain. You get to pick which one dies.
Oh, right. That's me. Oh, okay.
No, nice.
Nice. Yeah, 3 of the 4 of them died.
Those goblins are on fire! Yeah, that's my turn. I'm gonna hide behind Vorn and Kael.
Okay. Round 2, here we go.
Our portraits are so red.
I think these snipers are gonna... Ooh, you're all looking really bad. I don't want to kill any of you, but...
But you might.
I think I might have to.
Needs must.
These ones are going to go, and they're going to kill Star. They are firing at Star and Darzok. These ones over in the lower right corner of the room. Okay, 8 damage. Not bad.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna feedback loop the 8 because that's then 4 back, which should kill.
Yeah, you lash out at another one, at one of them, and their head explodes from the psychic damage.
Oh.
And then this Goblin Warrior 8 is gonna kill Darzok.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he could kill me even if he crit and got a second action.
Don't tempt fate.
Now that you said this.
Okay, see, that's why I had to say it. That's why I had to say that, you know? I knew the dice were listening.
And this one's bleeding. So he takes some damage.
Yes.
He takes fun. Oh my god, it kills him.
Yes.
It kills him.
Yeah, we go back in time, and when Darzok is allowed to kind of Darzok go back in time and replay that attack he did. When he looks at the goblin, he says, "You will not live to see another day." And then Darzok was like, I should have said you will not live to see the next few seconds.
You should have said you are already dead.
Oh.
Should I go for a lot of healing now?
Yes,
think
please.
Yeah, I think healing would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got 5 piety, meaning I can provide 6 recoveries. I'm gonna take 2. I'm gonna give 2 to Darzok, and I'm gonna give 1 to Kael and 1 to Star. Does that sound like a plan?
Yes,
Please.
Okay. I've got something called Blessed Light. Blessed Light is a ranged holy damage. Holy shit. I'm not gonna do a lot of damage. May Groll guide my hand. And I roll the dice. Oh fuck, holy fuck.
Nice.
Oh.
Thank you,
Roll
Groll.
indeed guide your hand.
Thank you, the god of fire. Choose ally to grant 3 surges? What the hell is this?
Yeah, it's part of Blessed Light. It's the effect. One ally within distance gains surges equal to the tier rolled.
Oh
So
my god! Who wants to smash, basically?
Tactician or Fury.
Yeah.
Fury? Darzok, you received 3 surges. There's a lot of electricity.
Oh, wait. 3 additional or just 1 on top of the 2?
3 surges. 3 additional surges.
Wait.
Okay,
I don't.
And I'm gonna move like
Wow.
here. And I'm gonna move like here. I'm gonna hide
Oh,
behind the bedroll.
I'm gonna place my mark on this guy.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I think yeah. These spine cleavers are gonna go and try and kill you.
Well, in a way, they succeeded.
Oh my God! You can't make this shit up.
No! What is happening? What is going on? Y'all are both little guys. You should be part of Team Little Guy.
That's brutal.
I don't even see you now. From my perspective, you just went into shadow. Yeah.
I get to push the one who pushed me back as well.
Okay, so that's this one over here, the
Two
number 11.
squares away.
And then they're gonna go again. Why not? They're rolling hot.
MVPs.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna be enemy.
Wow.
Oh, that was almost on
Well,
the 10 there.
thank you. That's at least something.
Boom.
Ah.
And I get to repulse it again, so he goes 2 back again.
Yeah, these two go in there and they just start like pushing you guys around, they're smashing you into the walls and everything, and they're wreaking havoc up there.
I want to elect Star to go because the goblins that are next to me and Kael have already gone. So our biggest threat is if any of the ranged ones go.
So I would like to go, and this guy is marked and he's perfect for flanking, and I think we could kill him and get a new mark off. So I'll go ahead and flank with.
Go medieval on his ass.
So
You get burned at the start of your turn because you're in the brazier, so you take 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage. Okay. So I think that I'm going to come up behind this fellow and going to do a concussive strike on him.
There we go. No!
No way.
Gosh, well, at least I do some damage.
You do a lot of damage, yeah. He's not looking good.
Then I guess this is a pillar, right? So I could push him back into the pillar. So I will push him back. Okay. So I push him back 2. So I want to push him into this pillar. So he should take 4 damage, I think.
Okay. So I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
So when you push him back into this pillar, what does it look like as you kill him?
So I had just stabbed him with my concussive strike, and then I just slam him against the pillar, and then I just sort of immediately he's like beneath me. So with my long elf nose, I give him a quick look of contempt before I turn and decide who I should mark next. And I suppose I decide that this guy over here is an appropriate target for my mark. And then I decide that I'd like to help Darzok flank him, so I just move over here.
Yes.
So we can easily destroy him. And that is the end of my turn.
Well, it's gonna be his turn before you kill him. Real quick, he's just gonna kill you.
He's just gonna trip and fall on his axe.
No, he's gonna crit here. He's gonna okay, double 8s, so not bad. Deal 5 damage to you. And what's this flanking you're talking about? No way. We don't flank in this household. You gonna push you over there?
There's such a big push for these little guys.
Hey, Darzok, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you. Y'all need some help over here. I might have to readjust.
Well, thank you for coming.
Then runs up to you.
No!
Darzok, don't you have like some trigger relating to force movement?
I don't have
you use them
any
yourself?
triggers, I don't think.
I can
Yeah,
see something called lines of force.
Yes.
Self or one creature. Target would be forced move. You can select new target of the same size or smaller. So like if the goblin pushes you, you can push him instead. This is how I read this.
Wait, what? Lines of force? What's this from?
From
The Fury.
The Fury.
Fury, yeah.
Why don't I have it on my character sheet? Whoa. Okay, you can select a new card for the same size or smaller within distance. Okay. Force me to push. Instead, you can go to source. Sorry, where the target's destination. Additionally, force movement distance gains a bonus equal to your might score. Okay. Hey, then in that stead, I would like to. Let me get back here where that guy is. I would like to just push him against this wall, and he's gonna take
6.
what, 2 damage?
It's push 6 against that wall, isn't it?
You can spend ferocity to splash him against the wall harder.
How much? Oh, I don't have any ferocity right now. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, he pushed
Okay.
4, right? So that should be 1 into the wall and then 3 more against the wall, plus hitting an object. That's 5 damage.
Oh no.
Minimum.
Oh no. Darzok, what does it look like as you use this sort of lines of force thing and kill this goblin spine cleaver?
Yeah, I basically do a parry from Rivals of Aether 2, or if you don't know, Super Smash Bros. Parry. As he goes to hit me, I just like flash for a second and my hands go out, and he gets just knocked back right into the wall. Would I be able to go? Yeah, I think I want to try to go and aid my fallen comrades.
Or go kill all the archers and then
yeah,
get
yeah.
dead.
These archers are the only ones left to go.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you could probably kill at least 2 archers if you went for them.
How much movement do I have, though? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to move right here. And I'm going to slam, like just wildly swing my axe around and tossing them back. I'm going to go ahead and burn my surges.
Oh my god. Minimum is 13. Oh my god.
It's still a lot of damage. So,
Ooh.
okay,
Jesus Christ.
that's pretty good.
Wow.
Revenge.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, and I have a maneuver. I'm going to catch my breath, and then I will end my turn.
Okay, just this guy. And he's gonna shoot Darzok. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Why do you do this, Cameron?
An arrow flies right into your shoulder. And then he run. He gonna run. And now it's the two. Oh, it's the two dying ones. Oh, interesting.
Do you have anything on a maneuver that can do damage? Or you have your practical magic, right?
Yeah.
If I go, I can action heal you, take bleeding damage, but then you won't be dying anymore. And then on your turn, you can kill the guy here with your maneuver, probably with 2 damage, and then heal me
Whoa,
with your
and
action.
And heal you with my action.
Yes, so we're healing each other with our actions, and then you still have 2 damage with your. Or you can leave me if you want to kill Kael, but
If you want to kill me.
that's my suggestion of a plan.
How would I heal you with my action? I don't get it.
You have heal as an action.
The heal.
Yeah, heal is a basic action.
Yeah.
Oh right, I completely forgot about that.
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you need to spend the recovery, or you gotta pop up to do that. And I'm going to enter, because anything else I do is gonna just do more damage.
Oh my god.
All right.
3 points away from death. Oh my god. This is
Well-
insane. You could do the knockback on this goblin.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking instead. I'm gonna shift over here. And then I'm gonna use knockback. I'm also going to burn 1 essence, use explosive assistance, and make it a +4 on top of the regular result.
Okay, tier 2. Let's push 2.
Yes, let's push 2 plus the 4, so that's a 6 total. I push him into the wall.
Oh boy.
Here.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so you kill this one.
Nice.
Yeah, you smash him into the wall. His head spills apart, and this other one down in the chamber does not look happy.
Does he not also die from that?
Not. I don't think it affects minions like that anymore. Right?
Only for area it doesn't. For direct attacks it does.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what? How much total was that total? Damage was that total? 8.
8 damage.
Oh no. This spine cleaver is looking on the brink of death.
Nice. Just how I like it.
So Goblin Sniper 5 and 6 are going to shoot at Darzok.
Try your best.
We will.
Then the other one's going to.
You're all the way over there? Wow.
I know. Yeah, I decided to go for the archers.
6 damage to you and Star. And then they will stay there. Your turn again, heroes. Fresh round, round 3.
Okay, so do we need more healing? Should I go first and?
I kind of want to kill.
I think we should just try to kill off people who haven't gone yet, so
Yeah.
they can't take their turn. We
Yeah,
should be able
I want to
we
kill
should be able
this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Go kill him.
The only one I see.
Come on, I need some rage here.
Oh, yes.
There it is.
Oh, the rage!
Oh my
All right.
god.
I'm gonna get red.
Actually, it's called ferocity.
No, it's rage. It's rage. All right. And then I'm going to blood for blood on this dude.
Blood for blood. It seems like a fair trade.
Oh,
nice.
Ooh, okay, I was so close to that double 10.
Wait,
I
what is it?
Ooh?
Vorn, where are you?
No. What does it look like as you kill this goblin spine cleaver?
Oh, hell yeah.
He had 1 stamina left.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. And I lose a little bit of HP.
Oh, no.
Wow, I lose a lot of HP. No, yeah, I run up to him and I just hands like over my head, my axe in the air, and I strike like into his shoulder, and it cuts deep, and then he stabs into me, and then I just keep cleaving through him like butter until I slice him in half, and then I take out his weapon out of my body, and yeah, my body is now crumbling a little bit, and it's cracked.
I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna catch your breath real quick,
Okay.
and then pass.
Quickly, this sniper will go. Shoots at you, Darzok. And
No way.
What?
So, the way I understand it, the goblins really don't like short people. They don't like dwarves.
What is
They
going
don't like
on?
dwarves.
I'm not even that short. I'm like 4'5".
Is that the fourth critical hit?
This is the third.
That is the fourth. No, well, it depends how you look at it.
Explains.
I think it's just the third.
Well, just because it was weird because you got a critical hit with multiple enemies,
Mm.
so it's like all of those enemies got a critical hit. You know?
Yeah.
What I'm noticing though is that he never crits star. So I'm just wondering how much is
Stars?
How much are you paying Denny to make the rolls better for you?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Some more
We had to
damage.
restart the Codex earlier. What was he actually doing?
Yeah, what was he actually
Yeah.
doing to the code?
Follow the paper trail. Follow the money.
Uploading some
Yeah.
nice results.
Yeah, this sniper shoots 2 arrows at you, Darzok, and you take a significant amount of damage. And I was going to call it for a dramatic finish. I'm so glad I didn't. But I think now we can probably call for a dramatic finish because all the enemies have gone and they're just minions. And they just crit and did some cool stuff. So we can end this encounter with a dramatic finish. What does it look like as you all kill these or dispatch of these goblins? We'll start with Star. How are you contributing to that?
Well, I'm right at the front line, so I'm just gonna like charge in down here, and I'm going to completely nail both of them against the wall. I think with their little puny bows, they don't last very long.
And then Kael, on the brink of death. Kael, how do you contribute?
Kael is dying. I guess just making as Star is busy smashing. What was the word phrasing? Nailing those goblins against the wall.
They're nailing them.
I'll like rewind time a little bit so it happens again.
Nice.
And again and again. Bring the
nailed.
goblin back into one piece and they get broken again, and then bring them back and they get broken again.
Kael is quite angry. And then Ild.
I just run in here and I, without like a wild maniacal laugh, and I start setting all the sleeping bags on fire, or like the bedrolls. Ah, burn, you little fucker! Burn!
Oh my god. Oh, he's so adorable. I love him.
So I just basically just run around the room setting every flammable object on fire in here. Everything that stinks of
gosh.
goblin.
Yeah, and then Vorn, what are you doing?
This green hand of girl appears out of thin air, grabs one of the goblins, throws him onto the bedroll, and then rolls him up and throw him into the fire.
Nice. When it catches fire. And next, I think last we have Darzok. Darzok, what are you doing to contribute to the fire, to the fire, to the dramatic finish?
While they are finishing up, Darzok is just gonna like take a knee and like try his. He's like heavy breathing. His hand is grabbing the like the wound that he received during that last attack, and yeah, no, he's just fully just exhausted.
And you all gain a victory for that.
Victory.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Wow.
I don't
think
know.
they
I think we should get 2 victories.
I think there should be a provision that if they make a certain number of critical hits, we get. an
Oh
extra
yeah,
bonus.
we searched through the room, Cameron. Tell us.
I mean, everyone was like 3 people went to dying in that
Yeah.
combat, and we somehow still made it out alive.
Somehow. Yeah, so just one
Wow,
victory.
Cameron.
Yeah.
We are looking through the room, looking for some useful loot. Because
Um,
of course,
yeah.
all the goblins have great stuff in their bedrolls.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good.
As you
Like
as you
they-
search, as you burn these bedrolls, you find 3 healing potions in there. You find some other stuff. You find 5 ounces of customary leaves and a recipe in Kaelian that describes how to make a healing potion and counts as a project source for that item.
Ooh, healing potions are nice.
Yeah, and then we shall explore more of the Delian Tomb.